Hello guys, welcome back to TFD. So let's start a championship and the fourth best record in NBA history. For most franchises, that's the mountaintop. That's the moment you frame the season, hang the banner, and talk about it for the next 30 years. But for the Oklahoma City Thunder, apparently that was just the warm-up. Because right now, the defending champs look like they're speedrunning the NBA. They're 14-1, destroying teams, overwhelming game plans, and playing with the type of confidence that makes you wonder if we're watching a dynasty form in real time. SGA steps back, bucket, another switch, another mismatch, another smooth move from the MVP. And the wildest part is they're on pace for 76 wins, and they're doing all of this without Jalen Williams even touching the floor. Let that sink in. They're blowing out teams, putting them away by halftime, and their bench is outscoring entire starting units across the league. Their depth is so real that losing rotation players doesn't hurt them. It doesn't even slow them down. So the real question becomes, is this what the birth of a dynasty looks like? Through the first 15 games of the 2025-26 season, OKC is 14-1 with a plus 15.4 point differential, comfortably the best in the league. They've already rattled off 6 double-digit wins in a row, and honestly, most of these games are over by the third quarter. The Thunder don't just beat teams, they break teams. Last season, Oklahoma was a problem. They were young, hungry, and elite. They were the team standing in everyone's way. But this season, this version of the Thunder isn't just winning games. They're making the NBA look easy. Let's rewind for a second. Last year, OKC tore through the league. 68 wins, fourth most in NBA history, best point differential ever recorded, best cross-conference record of all time, most wins in franchise history, and they did all of this as the second youngest team to ever win a championship. Usually after that kind of season, you expect regression, you expect a slow start, you expect a reality check. Instead, the Thunder showed up to training camp, tightened the screws, and looked even better. Right out the gate, they won their opener in overtime, close one, nothing too flashy. But after that, they transformed into a machine. They dropped 141 points on the Indianas, handled Atlanta, battled Dallas, edged out Sacramento, and then unleashed absolute destruction. Washington, beaten by 19. New Orleans by 31. The Clippers, another 19-point smackdown. A tight 2-point loss to Portland finally slowed them down, and only for a moment. Immediately after that, the Thunder went on another tear, a 6-game winning streak full of one-sided beatdowns. Sacramento by 31, Memphis by 14, Golden State by 24, the Lakers by 29, Charlotte by 13, New Orleans again, this time by 17. 9 of their 10 wins are double-digit victories, and honestly, that undersells how dominant they've looked. Most of these games weren't even competitive for the final 15 minutes. The defending champs aren't just back, they're elevating. This team is overwhelming opponents with suffocating defense, clean execution, and an offensive rhythm that feels automatic. Just watch SGA. Isolation, drive, hang, contact, soft bounce off the glass, 39 points. That's become normal. And speaking of offense, here's where things get scary. The Thunder don't play chaotic, run-and-gun, hope-it-works basketball. Their offense is one of the most disciplined, structured, and balanced in the league. They're putting up 125.5 points per game, the 4th highest in the NBA, with the 5th best offensive rating at 118.2. They're shooting 48% from the field, 37% from 3, and 81.9% from the free throw line, the best mark in the league. And that free throw stat, that's the one that wins championships. Because when games slow down, when possessions get tight, when pressure rises, OKC doesn't flinch. They convert. But the reason Oklahoma looks genuinely terrifying is what happens on the other side of the ball. They aren't just good defensively, they're locking teams inside a cage and throwing away the key. They're holding opponents to a 102.8 defensive rating, the best in the NBA, and allowing just 107.6 points per game. Opposing teams are shooting 43.6%, the lowest in the league, and only 34.2% from deep. This defense removes rhythm from the game. It erases confidence. It suffocates ball movement. Teams aren't getting clean looks. They're not getting comfortable touches. They're not generating assists. OKC is holding opponents to just 24.6 assists per game, one of the lowest averages in the NBA. And then there's the activity. 10.3 steals per game, number 1 in the league. 5.7 blocks, number 2 in the league. Passing lanes get jumped, drives get swallowed, shots get erased. And if an opponent does break through the first layer, there's always length at the rim to turn a good look into a ghosted possession. Put all that together, and you get a team with real identity. One of the most complete identities in basketball. Top 5 offense, top 3 defense, best net rating in the NBA, and somehow, they're doing better than last season's historic numbers. But now here's where things become borderline unbelievable. They're doing all of this without Jalen Williams. They're all NBA forward, they're two-way monster, they're late-game scorer. He has not played a single minute so far while recovering from wrist surgery. And it's not just him. Aaron Wiggins missed games. Lou Dort missed games. Alex Caruso missed games. Isaiah Joe missed games. Chet Holmgren missed games. Kenrich Williams has still not played. Nikola Topic has still not debuted. Most teams missing this many rotation guys are fighting for 500, desperately hoping to survive. The Thunder? They're annihilating teams, breaking spirits, and outscoring everyone by nearly 16 a night. This is the part where the conversation shifts from good team to something much bigger. To understand why they're this dominant, even while missing key players, you have to look at something most NBA teams never get. Depth. Real, functional, high-impact depth. Most championship teams rely on their stars heavy. And, sure, OKC has stars. SGA looks even better than last year's MVP version of himself. Jalen Williams is an all-star caliber wing. Chet Holmgren is taking a second-year leap that looks borderline unfair. But here's the wildest part. SGA is dropping 30 3/4 and sitting early. Jalen Williams hasn't played at all. Chet Holmgren has missed 4 games. And the Oklahoma City Thunder just keep rolling. Because this roster is loaded with guys who can create shots, hit shots, defend, rebound, and play winning basketball. They have a bench that could legitimately compete with some starting lineups in the league. They have versatility everywhere. They have interchangeable defenders everywhere, and they have playmakers at nearly every position. Everyone knows about the Thunder's defensive identity: long, switchable, disciplined, aggressive. But what's new, what's elevating them into rare company, is their offensive depth. This team has scoring everywhere. SGA, automatic. Chet, taking a leap. Jalen Williams, not even back yet. But behind them, OKC has guys that can quietly give you 18 or 20 off the bench without blinking. They're built like those legendary championship teams that always seem to find someone new stepping up every night. Except OKC is doing that with a roster full of players 25 and under. Their depth doesn't just hold leads, it extends them. It doesn't just plug holes, it creates advantages. It doesn't just survive injuries, it thrives through them. You can't outrun them, you can't outshoot them, you can't outdefend them, and you absolutely cannot outdepth them. That's the formula of a dynasty. Depth, stars, continuity, culture, and age all on their side. And that's why right now, 15 games into the season, the Oklahoma City Thunder don't just look like the best team in the NBA. They look like a team on the verge of rewriting what dominance even means. If this is the warm-up, the league better be terrified of what comes next.
And now, I gotta hear from you guys. Get down in the comment section and tell us what you're thinking about all of this. Because honestly, OKC being on top without their star players is one of the wildest storylines in the entire league right now. Jalen Williams hasn't played a single minute. Chet Holmgren has missed time, and key rotation guys are in and out of the lineup. And still, The Thunder are sitting on top of the NBA like it's nothing. Is this the real sign of a dynasty? Is this team so deep, so disciplined, and so well built that missing stars doesn't even matter anymore? Are we watching a new era forming right in front of our eyes? Let me know what you think. Are the Thunder this good because SGA is on an MVP mission? Is it the coaching? Is it the depth? Is it the culture they built? Or is it all of the above? Hop down below and drop your thoughts because this OKC run is starting to feel like something much bigger than just a hot start. This might be the beginning of a problem for the entire league. Let me know what you're seeing.